Nope. See, this is where
Why?
I have this note to myself that says, unmute the stream. Now they can
Wow.
hear you.
Wow. Oh, yeah. Oh, no. All right. Excellent. Okay. We're good?
We're good.
We're good. Hello and welcome, 2.0, to our gathering of would-be heroes. This is a Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition campaign game, a game full of swords, sorcery, magic, giants, dragons, and all kinds of monsters. As a warning, this is a game that can also explore mature themes, and while we will be specifically avoiding some topics, the game may still include body horror, gore, violence, loss of character agency, gaslighting, mind control, and possibly other topics. Our players have discussed consent and boundaries, and we collectively avoid situations that may be triggering. The players will always let me know if anything gets uncomfortable by using yellow and red cards in our private chat. And if you as a viewer ever feel uncomfortable or triggered, please pause and step away. Our streams are available or will be available on YouTube after the game, so you can always come back to the episode when you feel ready. Now, let's introduce our cast, starting with, I'm not sure which way to go. Let's go that way. I don't know who's that way. I can't
Nobody's
even see
that way.
Excellent.
That's
Down.
the only way that nobody is.
Of course. Here's my thing here too. There we go. I'm really blurry. Sorry.
There you go.
Okay. So let's start with Sarah.
Hi, I'm Sarah. I play our Order Cleric, and I wanted to give a special shout out tonight to Crystal, who helped me to check all of my streaming settings and reminded me to write down to unmute, which I forgot to do immediately. And also to D&D Beyond, thank you for supporting teachers and gaming clubs in schools.
Excellent. Jazz.
I'm Jazz. I play the human monk. Yeah. Shout out to everybody.
Zeb.
Hey, I play Marcos Losale, the Tiefling Paladin. No shout outs here.
Not yet. Zach.
Hi, my name is Zachary Naldret, he, him. I am playing Zahana, also he, him, who is a baby ranger, apparently. Level 1.
Or maybe. And Jacqueline.
Sure. Hi, I'm Jacqueline, she, her. I'll be playing Dr. Rosenthal, he, him, also they. He's yeah. Anyway, he just knows he's not a female. And he is a human wizard who has never been adventuring and has no idea what it's like out in the world outside of his books. So it'll be interesting to see this unravel. And shout out to Twitch for giving us a platform to do this on. I think that this is what I look forward to each week. So it's exciting.
And now Steve, our Dragonborn barbarian, could not be with us tonight. He's got a special project that he's on the go with that he's had to devote a lot more time to this week, but he will be back next week. Or things will happen. Anyways, no. Now, let's set the stage. The Tiefling Paladin Marcos Lassalle and the half-elven cleric Isamina Lascelle, having met while accompanying a caravan heading westward toward the great city of Gorna, encountered a half-elven ranger by the name of Zahana along the road, who joined the merchant caravan seeking adventure after having left his own small town of Willow's Bend. Meanwhile, Malik Greybeard, a red dragonborn barbarian, sought answers to his ancestry and began a journey of self-discovery that took him eastward from his family home within the dwarven Stone Reaver clan, nestled on the edge of the Barrier Peaks, and in his travels chanced upon a human monk by the name of Zanel Oduro, and the two became fast friends, bonding over apples and meat. The unlikely duo chanced upon a traveling human wizard who introduced himself as Dr. Rosenthal, who linked up with his newfound associates for travel protection as well as for his own study as an academic. Through sheer happenstance, both groups found themselves entering and looking for lodging in the sleeping village of Orlane, where, due to accommodation limitations, they were forced to split the caravan numbers, with some of their would-be heroes bunking down in the Golden Grain Inn, while Marcos chose to sleep in the wagons, and Zahana opted for an abandoned farmhouse. But all was not as it seemed. As both Zahana and Izamina were attacked in the dead of night, Izamina, with the help of Rosenthal, Malik, and Zanel, was able to free herself, but her attempted abductor managed an escape. Meanwhile, Zahana was awakened by noises from those that would seek to do him harm and has begun to defend himself. And that's where we left off. So, we call up the map, because map. And of course, it's taking forever.
And also for our players, I should mention that don't look at the Twitch map, cheaters. Look at the Roll20 map that you have, because the Twitch map shows the DM's perspective.
So the players can see. So don't read the Twitch chat either, just in case. I don't know. Somebody might actually say
the stream.
Well, it's not even loading right now, so it's being very cranky today. Oh, there we go. Maybe. Some point today. All right. Does everybody remember where we were, where you were?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
I was in an abandoned house and I just hit somebody with an axe.
That's
I was
right.
sleeping.
And we didn't have a map for that, as I recall, but that's okay. And as in the interests of good fun, party. Oh no, wait! I wrote the initiative down right here. So let's start at the top of the initiative round then. And I don't think we actually rolled initiative for you. So Zahana, if you would be so kind, give me an initiative roll.
$16.
And I will, perfect. And I will get one from Marcos as well.
Oh boy. Okay, -1, don't. 12.
So Zahana, you have 3 burly farmhand-looking fellows. At least they sound like the same guys that you dealt with earlier. And they are making moves towards you to grapple. I believe you actually broke away and managed to hack at one with an axe. What are you doing now?
I think that's how I got away, because he was holding on, and I was able to hit him with an axe. And
All right, you're up.
So, I'm just gonna try to back away at an angle. So instead of having and kind of prepare to defend, so instead of having 3 people like coming at me like this, they have to be in a line.
It's a fairly big room. You might still end up having 2 coming at you at the same time if they kind of move around.
I'm still going to try to position myself so that they have to go around whichever one is closest.
That's fair. That's fair. Are you attacking at all?
I'm going to be defending, my self-defense. So as maybe as a reaction to an attack, but I'm not swinging on a guy until they come at me.
Okay. So you're holding your action until you're attacked?
Correct. I'm yelling at him, back away.
Because they've got large farm implements. One guy's got actually a hoe and the other guy's got like a broken rake handle. And they're both coming at you. Not quite at angles, but advancing. I have a 7. That's a very obvious miss. and a natural 20. So as you're coming around, one guy with the hoe, he sort of just kind of takes a sort of spear-like stab at you, and you sidestep to the side, giving the other guy a good open stance to clobber you on the side of the head for 4 points of damage.
Y'all said nobody was going to be here.
No response.
All right,
You're up.
then I'm swinging on him.
Oh yeah, right. Your reaction.
How much damage was that, you said?
4.
That was a 15.
15 hits. Roll your damage.
Two.
Impressive. So he recoils back in pain as you slash across his chest, leaving a very jagged wound, spritting a little blood. He clutches at his chest. Get him! And now it's your initiative.
I'm gonna swing at the other guy that swung and missed. Then
All right.
that probably doesn't hit. That's a 6.
That does not hit.
Damn it.
And they come at you. A 2 and an 18. The 18, because there's 3 of them, it's very difficult to actually get your bearings and sort of fend yourself against all 3 of them, and you get clobbered again by the blunt end of the hoe for another 3 points of damage.
Okay.
Your move.
I'm apparently swinging wildly because there's not much else that I can do at this point. I'm assuming I'm fairly cornered.
You're not cornered. You could get out. You would suffer, I would say, an attack of opportunity from 1 if you sort of ran beat feet sideways and out the door. Or you can keep swinging.
Fuck it. If I get hit again, then I'm down anyway. So that was a 14.
That's a hit. Same guy, different guy.
Whichever the last one that hit me, because I hadn't apparently hit him with an axe yet.
That's fair.
3.
3 damage. And he also recoils. Ah! And your axe continues to find weak spots. 2 of the guys. A 9 and an 11. So those are both misses. You're up.
Guys, come on. You're going to get hurt by doing this. If they're still not backing away, I'm swinging at whoever's closest.
Okay.
Do floor dice count?
Generally, no.
Okay. Should've, damn it. Well, that was a 4.
Desperation, you start to swing wildly. Does a 15 hit?
Yes, it does.
Another 3 points of damage.
And I'm unconscious.
You are unconscious.
Oh no.
So you kind of get clobbered again. you start to see stars, and blackness sort of takes your vision, and you can barely sort of see cloudiness and your very blurred vision as you kind of sort of float on that edge of consciousness, and you hear, "Tie him up. We gotta go." And then unconsciousness takes you.
Night, night.
Now, Marcos, what is your passive perception?
I have a whopping 10.
All right. I'm going to give you a straight perception test. These wagons are not the most comfortable thing to sleep on, so your sleep is lighter than it could have been, and there's a fair bit of commotion potentially happening nearby.
Come on, dice don't fail me. Dice don't fail me. That's a 19.
Excellent. You're awakened by the sound of a lot of scuffling, and the horses are moving, and a couple of neighs, and sort of that the stage whispered hushed voice that isn't actually all that hushed because everyone can hear it. Quickly, throw them on the back of the horse and let's go.
Okay, I don't sleep in my armor because the wagon's uncomfortable enough already.
Sure.
But shield in easy reach, spear in easy reach, grab it, and I'm hopping out of the wagon, shield on my arm, and I'm gonna go take a look, see what the hell is going on.
There's 3 individuals. 2 of them are carrying this wrapped up
What?
a large bundle.
Okay.
The cheese sticks what?
The cheese sticks will tell me. Okay.
Looks like a big tarp, maybe. You have dark vision.
Yes.
The tarp is moving, struggling.
Okay.
Looks like, or it's squirming. And they're trying to basically throw it up onto the back of a horse.
Absolutely the fuck not. Step and not asking questions. That no time for warning. Someone's in immediate peril. I'm shanking the closest person to me with a spear.
Cool.
That's 16.
That'll be a hit.
Okay. Using the spear in one hand, that's
D6.
yeah, D6 plus 3, so 4 points of damage.
Oh. And he stabs away, and it kind of slashes away part of his clothing. Ah! Go, hurry up! And they're sort of fumbling with this, and quite unsuccessfully trying to get it onto the back of a horse. And your initiative.
12.
Oh yeah, it's your go. You're up.
Okay. The one I stabbed, is he between me and the ones trying to load?
He's kind of off to one side.
Fuck it. Let's see if I can get him out of the way. Die. I'm assuming a 9 misses.
A 9 misses.
Dang it.
They're not trusted armor, but they're not completely useless. So they continue to struggle, and struggle they continue to do against this bundle of squirmingness that simply does not want to get on the back of this horse. And they're struggling. The one guy you stabbed, he pulls out a dagger and lunges at you. And I'm pretty sure a 9 misses.
Yes. With the shield, my AC is higher than 9.
You're up.
Okay. This is your one opportunity to put down the content of that. Whatever the fuck. You get the fuck out of my way. Stab him. That's 14.
14 hits.
That's 8 points of damage.
Okay. And you, determined, you jab your spear forward, and it catches him right in the ribcage. And you see he sort of chokes up, spits a little blood, and collapses. Falls to the ground. The other two, on seeing their compatriot collapse, they drop the tarp and run. Out the back of the stable. Double time.
Look after them. Look at the whatever this is. I could chase them, but I'm going to go over, lay my spear down, still in easy reach, and I'm going to start trying to unwrap the tarp.
Okay. Meanwhile, inside, what are Zanel, Izamina, and Rosenthal doing?
The last thing Rosenthal was doing was watching the half-elf, like, going for all of her belongings and just ignoring him standing there in the doorway. And then I think she goes to run out to follow the monk and barbarian.
Yep. Izamina grabbed her stuff and headed down the hallway after them. And I think I had made it somewhat into the hallway. Yeah, I think that's where I
Yeah.
was.
Yeah, I think you were there at that point.
I think there'd been some falling over.
That was me. I'm on the
yeah.
ground. I'm gonna stand up, and try to.
It's the one failed dexterity check that we're going to allow for the monk.
Yes.
No longer allowed to fail dexterity saving throws because you are a monk. All right.
Stand up, and we're gonna move up.
So you managed to get all together. The monk recovering her footing. And then you heard the footsteps getting further away. Running. I guess it sounds like they're taking the stairs.
Are we gonna go after them, or?
Yeah.
Can we get? Do anybody have some light? I can't see anything. Okay.
Is there torches or candles or anything nearby on the walls or anything?
Not in this room, but Malik decides that expedience, steps up, takes the butt of the hammer, smashes it against the door, knocking it open, and the hall outside is illuminated.
That's the way to go. Right. I will take off running after the steps.
Oh.
Yep, I would like to as well.
Okay.
Rosenthal didn't follow them. He did what he thinks he was supposed to do. But he wants to investigate the body that's laying on the ground next to him.
Okay. Roll me an investigation check.
Yeah.
What are you looking for?
He wants to see if there's anything on the body that will like identify who they are. And maybe they're what they look like and if he's seen them before. That's a 19.
Yeah, the robes are pretty nondescript. They're brown. They're kind of dingy, a bit ratty. He's got a pouch with 17 gold pieces in it. He has a dagger, nondescript. It's not fancy. It's not a Chris knife or anything like that. It's just a simple dagger. Nothing else seems to be of any note. There's no symbols. There's no nothing that would betray any kind of allegiance to any kind of god or a cult of any kind, other than the fact that he's in a robe.
Okay. Well, Rosenthal is gonna pocket that change, and he's gonna take the dagger. He thinks he can get some money for that. And then, does he follow? He'll probably poke his head out the panel, because he's still got his dancing lights going.
Right.
And he'll like throw one of them down the hallway and see like if he sees anybody. But if nobody's there at that point, he's probably just gonna go back to sleep. Because as far as he's concerned, he saved someone's life, and that's about all he can do in one day.
That's fair.
And got some money for it. So
as Rosenthal walks back outside into the hallway, he hears the slam of a door being smashed open down the hall.
He'll probably go down and investigate.
Cool.
Where that is.
Got the hallway illuminated by dim torches. Anel.
Yes.
Pull yourself to your feet. And you're going after?
Going after where I hear the steps at.
Okay.
I'm just trying to follow that.
So I'm going to switch the map out. I'm going to move everybody to the map.
But I also don't have dark vision, so I'm trying to like move so I'm not falling on my face again until I'm in the light.
Yeah, everyone basically runs outside. You're in hot pursuit of the noise or the would have been captor, who a number of things happen. Actually, and where is it? Marcos is here in the stable. And everyone else comes out the front door, where they hear a commotion in the stables. The horses are neighing, sounds of combat, and also the sound of approaching horse hooves. from further down the road to the east.
Looking around, do I see either Zahana or Marcos?
No, not from where you are.
I'm just gonna shout. No, did I get Marcos's name last time? I don't think I did.
No.
I definitely did get Zahana's name. So I am gonna shout, Zahana? Zahana?
And just as you're bending down to check the tarp, Marcos, you hear Izamina yelling for Zahana from outside the stable.
Oh no. Quickly just reach down and just ripping this away. So whoever, whatever this is, Marcos is guessing because he's kind of become a little paranoid by being woken up in the middle of the night. This is probably something illegal or illicit. Whatever this is, set it free so I can go help whoever that annoying half-elf was. Annoying but well-intentioned. I have to help. So I'm going to finish unwrapping or untying this person first.
Okay. There is no answer, Izamina.
Plot twist is a monster and it eats my face.
I am going to look around and see. I recognize the people that are with us, right?
Yes.
I'm going to just tell them there was two people. Thank you for your help. There was two people that I had met earlier. Something weird is going on in town. I'm not really sure what it is, but I'm worried about them. Would you accompany me to see if we can find them?
Absolutely. Before looking on the ground, do we see any like footprints that look like they were like running in any of the directions where we're
Give
at?
me a survival check.
Okay. 10.
There's a lot of footprints. Dirt road, lots of hoof prints. You guys came in as well. There were at least 2 caravans through here not so long ago. There's a lot of foot traffic. It's hard to tell where, if anywhere,
what's the plan then?
anyone would be. The footprints are coming closer.
What's the plan then? Do you know where these people are that you're trying to find?
They were in the tavern when I went to bed. I can tell you where the weird thing happened earlier. I don't know if that helps us now. And I'm just going to yell again. I know the footprints are coming closer. I'm just going to yell again. Zahana, really? We need you now.
It's a distance. There's quite a bit of distance.
Oh.
So you can hear a horse coming from the east, and it seems to be, a lot closer than it was.
You know what? And actually, when I yelled that time, I'm going to use thaumaturgy just to make my voice louder than normal.
That's fair.
Because if you've got it, cast it. And I'm just going to be like, Zahana, no, really, it's time now. We need you.
much closer than the farmhouse. Marcos is just like, ow, ow, ow.
Okay, do we want to go? Because it's coming.
Okay. Where are we going?
I was gonna let you lead.
Okay.
You're the one they almost kidnapped.
I will take off up the road towards the house towards the abandoned house and the crazy country bumpkin farmer dudes who probably killed some folks.
They seemed like pleasant farmers. I don't think they
Probably killed some folks. Wow.
Or,
Judgmental.
sacrifice them to a
Look.
fragment of a betrayer god.
Look,
The horse hooves are coming straight at you.
as we're
I follow.
going,
And you can give me a perception check. Anybody who's looking in that direction.
Hey, it's the guard.
Come on.
Rosenthal is just
Oh.
gonna step off of the road.
wow.
We're doing great. I'll say
Um,
mine first. 8.
Excellent.
Well, here's the thing, okay? Dice are not my friend, virtual or real, when I'm a player. So that is in what, 3 hours of playtime, 3 and a bit hours of playtime. That is my third natural one.
Can I offer you a pastry?
Well, Rosenthal got a dirty 20. So
Nice. But
But
Rosenthal is human and can't see in the dark.
no. So that means nothing.
Excellent.
Do I get advantage for being able to see in the dark?
No.
Not really, because the horse isn't close enough. within
You
your
just don't
60
get
feet
disadvantage.
of darkness. So as the horse gets closer, and it's coming basically straight down the road, fairly with a lot of purpose. The rider seems to be just bearing down, hunkered down. And what were everyone's rolls? An 8, a 1, and a 20.
I mean, it was.
To get close enough, even in the dimness, that Rosenthal can see there's a large sort of satchel or some kind of large potato sack on the back of the horse.
I think there's something on the back of that horse, guys.
There's a
It doesn't
horse.
look like it's supposed to go there.
Like a
The
rider.
next 20 episodes are just us trying to rescue Zahana from wherever they take him.
Are we gonna stop the horse?
There's what
I-
horse? There's a horse?
Yeah.
I
Wait,
can
you
hear
don't
it, I can't
hear
see
the-
it.
Oh. Here. I will help with that. And he's gonna cast dancing lights in a straight line 10 feet apart from each other, straight towards the horse.
Awesome.
So hopefully at that point they'll see there's a horse coming
Oh,
and that there's a weird sack on the back that probably shouldn't be there.
is the sack moving at all? Besides, like, the galloping of the horses.
I mean-
doesn't move.
Can't really tell from this distance because the horse is coming straight at you. What are each of you doing? I have a feeling I know what Malik would do, but I'm trying to see if I can get him into text.
I am going to, as soon as I see the horse and I can see the sack, does it, you might have already said this, but I rolled a natural 1 apparently in my brain as well. So is it like it's human sized, right? It's lump sized?
It's a big lump. Yeah.
It's a big lump. Yeah. I will again use thaumaturgy because all my other spell slots were used last game. And I am going to cause, I don't know if I can use thaumaturgy this way. You tell me. Can I cause Dr. Rosenthal's lights to flash brightly? Like this says I can cause flames to flicker, brighten, dim, or change color. But can I cast it on theirs to create like a
That's really
strobe
cool.
of like stop? Or to get the horse to rear or act up?
That is very cool. That's
I mean, I'll allow it. Sort of just the flashing, a very momentary increase of flashing of like, it's not going to increase the brightness to for all you old school gamers, a continual light spell. But it could give you that whole large strobe increase in radius of the brightness for a brief moment. Whether or not that might do anything to the horse, you don't know.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. And Steve says Malik will hit things by casting Mull.
knew it.
So is he gonna?
Bonk.
Is he gonna? All right, I have an idea. We're gonna do an homage
Oh no.
to Conan the Barbarian.
Oh
Loving this.
no.
Yes.
Malik, as everything goes by, the horse. Give me. Give me a wisdom check.
Who?
You. I'm pretty sure you don't have any points in animal handling.
I do have points in animal handling.
Oh,
it's the
well, all
same
right.
as my
Hey.
wisdom, so it doesn't matter. Same thing.
That's fair.
A 12.
Okay. Against. Yeah, no, that's not going to work. All right. You flash the lights. The lights grow suddenly much larger, much brighter. The horse rears. It didn't know what's going on. The rider's like, "Wah!" At which point, Malik takes this opportunity to reach out, grabs the reins with one hand, and punches the horse with the other hand.
No.
You're supposed to
Just for the
punch
sake of
rider.
casting maul, he's going to punch it with the maul. Gonna short necks the maul and just clobbers it in the side of the head.
That was better than my plan.
Malik's a bastard.
That's what I would expect from a dragonborn. So
And quick athletic checks of an 18 to grab the reins. And okay. Somebody roll me. What's the damage on them all? 2d6?
Okay, I will do that.
Oh, Steve is typing in chat. You tell him what you want, and Steve is typing it to us in chat.
It's a chat, actually.
Oh, well. Okay.
He rolled a 13 on D&D Beyond
Oh, okay.
for damage.
Yeah.
God,
The horse.
I love that.
Where is the... I don't have any chat.
In the D&D Beyond log.
Oh, in the blog. Okay. Sorry. Wrong chat.
That's awesome. Love it, love it, love it.
Oh no. Like, why?
it's innovative. It's an innovative way to deal with a horse galloping towards you.
There it
We
is.
could have had the
24.
horse for
Oh, yeah,
ourselves.
nice. Yeah. The horse, if you've seen Conan the Barbarian, the movie, when he punched a camel and it kind of goes, brrr, yeah, the horse just kind of like, the eyes roll up into the back of its head and the whole thing just kind of goes.
Oh no.
Oh no.
I cast Spare the Dying. Oh no.
Well, to be fair, horses have more than 13 hit points, so you're okay. But, needless to say, the rider is thrown. He takes... I will have to figure out the dice next time. Because he'll take 2 points of damage from the fall, because he got landed on by a horse. And the the large sack of something kind of crumples off the horse as well.
I'll run and try to open the sack to see what's going on in there.
All right. And Marcos, you've opened up your tarp satchel.
Yeah.
And there's an older man, an older human man with graying hair. Get his description here. All right. It's all right. Where'd he go? He he's an elderly man. Excuse me. A little bit of a beaky nose. His glasses are sort of bent. Who are you? What do you want?
My name is Marcos LaSalle. I do believe I just rescued you.
How do you know? How do I know you're not one of them?
You mean one of them? And I just kind of help him sit up and I point over to the dead guy.
Roll me a persuasion check.
Okay. I am good at this. Hopefully. Last time I said that, it did not go well. That's 14.
Okay. Yeah, no, he seems to calm a little bit once he sees that at least one guy, the guy that you skewered. And you're not trying to still continue to force him onto the back of a horse, so I guess that's something too. What's going on?
Honestly, sir, I have no idea. I was asleep until they started trying to load you onto a horse.
Who are they? What?
That's also a good question. Now, can you stand? I need to go put my armor on and go find my friends.
Yes, sort of thing. And he sort of struggles to his knees, a little shaky.
Come on, up you get.
And Zanel, when you open up the large tied tarp of potato sack thing, you see the unconscious form of Zahana.
We have someone down.
I'll run over. Is he unconscious? Is he dead? What's his situation?
He's got a scalp wound, bleeding scalp wound at the back of his head, sort of thing. He looks like he's been bludgeoned. He's a bit worse. He's a bit worse for wear.
But while she looks at him, I'm gonna go to the rider and like pull out my short sword and put it up to his neck, so he doesn't go.
When Zanel went to go open up the sack, Rosenthal would have put his foot on the guy's neck to keep him down.
Oh, nice.
And pulled out his newly acquired dagger to kind of like show some strength.
I have a dagger now.
Yeah, that he just to make sure this guy doesn't run away.
Then Zanel would just go stand next to him.
Ooh, an intimidation check. Never thought I'd get one of those. 10.
Can we have advantage if I go stand next to him?
I'll allow it.
Ooh,
there we go.
Okay.
And I'll have my short sword out too.
Do it.
All right, that is a 14.
That's better. All right.
That is better.
He looks a little freaked out. This didn't at all go the way he planned. He's still got his hood on him, sort of a bit askew. You don't quite recognize him, and the excuse me. You hear the sound of horse hooves, sort of coming to a stop further down the road, like that skidding horse braking, and then it's almost like the horses they kind of move to in either direction. So you can hear them going this way, and you can hear hooves going this way, but they're farther down the road back where this guy came from.
Um,
How far can you move your lights?
I can move them 120 feet away from me.
Do you got this? Pointing at the dude on the ground.
Yeah.
Can you
Yeah.
throw your lights that way, and I'll point to where we're hearing the hoof steps.
Sure. And he'll push his lights. He'll leave one just so he can see, but he'll push the other. Oh no, he has to move all 4 of them. So you have to move
Oh, then
all
never
4
mind.
of them that way, because they can't be more than 20 feet away from each other, or else
Right.
that one of them goes away. So
We don't want to take the lights away up here. No, it's fine.
But so you could still cover 80 feet of that way.
I think. Yeah, I could get to 80 feet from where I'm standing.
Okay, can we do that?
Yep, you can do that.
All right, as soon as he sends the lights, I'll take off running in that direction to try to catch up.
and while they're doing that, I am going to just take out a couple of bandages and push them up against Zahana's head and just say, Zahana, are you at 0? Or would I know like that he's at 0?
Yeah, he's pretty beat up.
I'll do my spare the dying cantrip as I'm laying the bandages over his head, and I'll try and medicine him back. I'm not really that type of cleric. I'm not really proficient in it.
Medicine.
Is that? But,
Yeah. Give it a medicine roll. Why not?
All right. Hey, so much better with the better dice. Roll the 17 for a dirty 20.
Excellent.
Could you go?
Yeah, he's stable. I will even allow 1 hit point consciousness,
Ooh.
as not quite out. Things are really hazy, Zahana. Your head hurts. You're kind of lying with your feet up on a horse. This is not where you were. All these people that you, the woman that you're with in the caravan, she's kind of standing over you, kind of bandaging your head. Things are weird.
Did I get him?
Oh, sweetie, he's out, that's for sure. So way to go, darling, and just be slow, sweetheart. Don't try and move fast, because I think I've got these. I'm just holding them. I probably should wrap them or something, but I'm just gonna hold them for now. So don't move very far.
The other 2?
Yep. Don't worry about it. The other, I'm just gonna look at Rosenthal and go, the other two. Yep, we're good. Be calm.
Okay.
Once I've got my armor on, I'm gonna go running out of the barn.
Clank, 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 clank.
Yeah, rattle, rattle. Not stealthy. Marco is not stealthy.
Marco comes out of the barn. Shortly behind him, an elderly man, kind of getting his bearings.
Can we see him? Can we see Marcus from where we are?
Yep. Comes around the building. He investigates the commotion.
Ah, good.
There you are.
There you are. We were looking for you, but I don't know your name. So, he's gonna be okay. And I'm just gonna look back and you're gonna be fine. It's gonna be okay. You're gonna be fine.
I'm gonna reach Seeing the bandages, I'm gonna reach down. I'm gonna I'm not gonna be an asshole and pat Sahana on the head. I'm gonna pat him on the shoulder, and I'm gonna lay on hands for 3 of my 5 points.
Nice.
So congratulations. That's 3 more points.
Feel a lot better.
Woohoo! I'm gonna kind of sit up and be like, "Where's?" I'm assuming they didn't put me in the bag with my weapons, so
No.
I just have my leathers that I was wearing.
Yep.
They didn't strip me by any chance, thankfully. Hopefully.
No, weirdly.
Okay, good. So yeah, I'm gonna sit there and be like,
Not gonna lie, they weren't that smart.
I'm gonna need a stick or something if this is still going on.
Well, we don't know what's going on. And I'll just look at Marcos. There's 2 more, and
Well, there were
there's
3 in the barn, and I killed 1. So I have
There-
2 more too.
well, there was 1 after me, but 2, but we got 1, and another one got away, and the monk, she kind of smells like apples. She went running after 2 more. There was horse hooves, and follow the lights. And I'm just going to point him off, and I'm going to help Zahana kind of sit up and make sure that he's steady on his feet.
Gonna turn around and just start barreling off in the direction of the lights. And as I run, using thaumaturgy to boost my voice, you guys just hear trailing back this Centaurian bellow of, I am not made for this!
This is not what I signed up for. But he's running off all on his own.
Well, he's chasing the monk.
That's fair. Okay.
Who admittedly is probably a lot faster than me.
Not until later levels, but that's okay.
Yeah, like level 2. The monk gets faster. I don't.
And
Zahana,
you get to the end of the between the 2 of you, the monk and Marcos, Zanel and Marcos, get to the end of the lights. Basically, the range of the lights themselves, as they've been extended as far out as Rosenthrall could get them, and the road turns. There's more village. There's a few lights, I guess, in windows, but sort of the dim lamplight, and nothing. The horse hooves are quite distant now in either direction.
Now, I'm all for lost causes and suicidal missions, but those usually, in where I'm coming from, involve chasing a dragon or running into a cave full of giants or trolls, not chasing a horse in the middle of a bumfuck town in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah. I guess we can just head back to the others. I need the lights to see. I'm useless with it.
I do not, but I have 2 feet and not 4 hooves. I am not going to catch a horse.
You shouldn't doubt yourself. You might be able to. You take all this armor off, leave the shield behind.
I take this armor off, I put down my shield, I go chasing someone with a spear. I might as well go chasing them naked. I'll be about as much use.
I feel like you're better than what you think. And I'll pat him on the shoulders and turn around and head back.
Right. You were going to do something, Izamina. Sorry.
I was going to hand Zahana my maul, or just kind of show him my maul. Would this be helpful?
It probably would work better than just my hands. And I'm gonna get up and kind of look. The guy is that they have pinned down. Is that the one of the ones that attacked me?
Yes.
Okay.
And you pull back the hood.
I'm just gonna.
Let's see. It's actually Farmer McGillicuddy. And he would have got away with it too if it weren't for you.
I'm less interested in pulling back the hood and more just kind of just kind of step on him where I hit him with my axe and ask him, what the hell was that about?
Rosenthal is not gonna stop him. He's just there to keep him from running away.
Tight-lipped. He's not talking.
Hey, bud, he's talking to you, and I'm gonna try to be intimidating again. My knife.
Roll me intimidation.
Ooh.
I'll cast guidance on her, on him, on Dr. Rosenthal.
Nice.
Okay.
So it's an extra D4.
An extra D4.
Aiming for the truth. We want the truth.
Come on, you got this. 4.
So that's a 12 this time.
That's with the D4?
Yeah.
Cool.
I didn't like that.
Even my loner dice roll ones, Mike. Even my loner dice roll ones.
So you're yelling at him, you're sternly, tell us the truth. And he kind of mutters back, you can't handle the truth. And he clams up.
He's laying on the ground, right?
Yeah, he's got one leg actually pinned under the horse.
I am going to hand Zahana my maul, and I'm just going to kneel down in the dirt and just kind of get right up close to him and go, I really feel like it would make you feel better if somebody knew what you were doing before my friend gets to practice with that on you. Because it's always better if you have a last confession before you die.
Proud. I'm so proud.
It's me that wants the truth.
Roll me persuasion, but at disadvantage.
No.
This is where you're going to roll well because you have 2 rolls.
Yeah, absolutely.
You're going to sort of...
Okay. Nope. That's not where I'm going to roll well. Nope. Because...
I mean, it's not a 1, though.
I rolled a 15 and a 2. So now, to be fair, the 2 ended up being a 5.
Oh, but with their...
That's fair. I mean, that's makes all the difference. He looks at you. She watches over us. You can have your truth. We know the real truth.
All right. I hope that peace and that truth for you carries you into the afterlife wherever she is. And I'm just going to stand up and turn my back on him and tell Zahana, well, now's the time to get your expertise and proficiency in this. I'm just going to take a few steps away so that the blood doesn't get on my pristine white robes.
It's just like the watermelon smash at the festivals.
We'll see how Zahana
That was a little terrifying.
I'm
Does
so
he have
proud.
Does he have any weapons of his own with him?
He does not seem to. He's wearing,
Okay.
interestingly, he's not wearing the same clothing that you saw him in earlier in the evening. He's wearing a brown, nondescript robe.
like a monk's, like a friar tuck robe?
Kind of like an old friar tuck potato sack sort of robe type thing.
Okay, well he's not going to
very
need that
similar to the
anymore,
one
so-
that grabbed you, and the one that Marcos had in the stable.
Well, that's going to be very.
You're not going to need this anymore, sir.
No, that's a sad look to wear
I'm
to
taking-
heaven. They really could have dressed up a little bit
I'm
for this.
I'm going to
I'm
like
taking his
walk
robe
the elder man like away from this so he doesn't have to see this bloody mess. You know, like walk him into the inn or something.
Okay.
So do you want to talk yet? And tell me why the hell you attacked me.
Sorry, I'm just looking up.
Marcos is leaning on his spear and just goes, if he doesn't talk, start with his unpinned kneecap.
You have no power.
Kneecap.
This rope here, this is something fancy here. Ceremonial. This is part of your whip, right?
Like the rope around his waist.
Did we lose Zach?
I think we might have a freeze.
Well,
I thought I was really good at standing still.
he is.
All right.
Like,
Back now.
Maybe.
I can hear you at least.
We can hear you. There you are. Oh, no.
Mostly. Maybe.
Uh-oh.
Am I back now?
Yes, but
Yes.
you've migrated.
No, that's okay. Don't worry about it. I got it.
Yep.
All
We're
right.
good.
Sorry about that.
All right.
So I was asking him about the robes, and I am just robing the robes that he's wearing. He's no longer wearing that.
Very simple brown robe.
Do these mean anything to you? I mean, you're
We
wearing
all
them for
wear
a reason,
them.
right? Oh, okay. So this has some sanctity then. This is part of your religious practice then. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
All right. I'm gonna piss on it.
I'm real glad my back is turned for this.
As a player, I approve. As a character, I'm not sure how I feel about that.
I am not there.
But Grandpa's getting some apples, right?
No reaction.
No reaction.
Oh, you're not going to want to see what happens to the rest of you. And I'm going to wrap it around his head.
Just
And the
sheer
murder
boast
hoboing
of
begins.
Petty.
Rosenthal just moves his foot away from the neck to the chest to like not get his shoes dirty.
And this is the moment we became villains.
Murder hobos. Here we go.
Episode 2.
So we're looking at, there's other guys besides this one.
Yes. Apparently.
Anybody see anybody?
Everybody make me a perception
Was he
check.
traveling alone or?
Perception.
Everybody make a perception check.
Everybody.
Everybody.
We got this.
That's a 2.
15.
11.
Better.
We traded.
That's better.
8.
So you, Zahana and Marcos, are focused on this individual. Marcos is sort of mildly fascinated and appalled by the treatment of this villager. Bad guy.
Only
He's done
really
some
just
bad
bothered
shit.
by the P.
Don't
I
know what's
think
going on here.
the P seems a little over the top. Everything else, I'm kind of like, okay, I've seen worse than that.
Zanel is leading the old man away.
Mm-hmm.
But Izamina and Rosenthal notice that there are torches coming from back a ways. I don't know if you guys can see the map. Let me pull up the map here. Because Roll20
You
has
fireball
failed me again.
We all
Coming from over the bridge up to north here in this direction.
Do we hear anything coming from that direction, or do we
You
just
hear a hello? Who's there?
I'll go wander off towards that direction and just kind of try to catch them on that side of the building so that they don't see what's happening. And I'll just go, oh, friends, I'm so glad that you came to join us. There was an attack in the village tonight. Can you believe it?
That's what I'm hearing. What's going on? Who are you people, first of all? What's going on?
By any chance do they have brown robes on? Okay.
My name is Izamina Lascelle. I am a shield maiden from the Amber Confession, and I am a bit concerned about the level of violence that's happening here. I was attacked as I lay asleep in my room in the inn. Is this the kind of town that you're running?
Oh no! I'm not. I don't run the town. I just run the Slumbering Serpent up the road.
Well, I hope it's better run than this one because I was attacked as I've just told you.
I'm sorry. I'm shocked, and he looks genuinely flabbergasted. He's just doesn't know, what's coming or going at this point. We just heard noises, and we came out to investigate. We heard some sounds coming from across the bridge. I just came down here. But my name is Alwyn. Alwyn Kraloon. That's my wife. He points back across the bridge. There's a woman on the other side of the bridge with a torch. That's Belba, and she's waving.
Bilba?
Belba.
Belba.
Belba and Olwyn Kraloon.
Okay. Well, I'm so glad that you came to check on us. And I'm just going to look down and kind of give him that sheepish look like, oh no, I'm still in my pajamas. And just tell him, but I think some people did come to my rescue, and I think it's rather calm and sorted now. Is it normal that people get attacked in this town? And I'm just going to check him for information.
No, nothing I'd heard of. There's been a few more folks moved away than in previous years. But attacked? No, that's horrifying. I don't know what to.
Insight check. Is he just playing this up?
Fire away.
moved away, he says. Moved away.
You natural 19 for a 24.
See, it's all coming.
This guy is as straight an arrow as you could possibly find in a person. You detect absolutely no hint of malice or duplicity in any way.
Thank God, an
Okay.
honest innkeep.
I am going to just confide in him a bit. I'm going to take him at his word that he is truthful and honest, and I'm just going to confide in him a bit. And I'm going to say, listen, there is one of the people who attacked us is laying on the road over there. He has been rather bloodied up in trying to catch him. And when you say that people are going missing or moving away, like what does that mean? Are you guys throwing a lot of going away parties? What is happening to them? Are they just up and disappearing?
I mean, it depends. There was that one. Oh, now I can't even remember their names. Last season, they decided to move to greener pastures.
And they told you that.
And there was yeah. There was another family. Let me find them.
And I'm just gonna kind of like loop my arm through his and start walking him back up that street towards his wife, because I want my friends over here to let this guy
now
have
hold
his
on.
truth.
Hold on. You said that someone attacked you. I want to see this fella.
And
We can't be having that sort of thing around here.
I totally agree. And as I said, there is security from the caravan that I'm with that is managing him right now. And you know, I would just rather not have to be near him. I'm sure you can understand.
Give me an opposing strength check. You're trying to steer him away. He's definitely trying to get down there.
Oh no.
He's a big burly fellow.
What a way to waste a natural 20, you guys.
Oh,
Totally worth it.
Worth.
nice. All right. And everyone else hears this exchange. And he's kind of almost taken aback by the you kind of plant your feet and you kind of give him this insistent yet helpless or possibly innocent, and somehow that sort of triggers in his brain. He relents, and he was determined, and he's a big burly fella, but at the same time he's sort of that allows to be guided, because he figures, yeah, well, there's a young woman here in her shift, and she's been attacked, and I guess that's something. So I should probably something. And he's sort of, everything is just puzzling around, and he starts muttering under his breath. It's like, well, should probably, and find out if, and he starts just fumbling his way through words, sort of thing.
And as I'm walking him back up the street towards his wife, I'm just going to say it was the strangest thing. He was riding a horse when we found him on the street, when the caravan security found him on the street. He was riding a horse, and he had this brown robe on. It was kind of tied at the waist. It was so odd. You've never seen anything like that?
No.
Does he still seem like he's being honest?
You're not getting any hints of dishonesty out of him.
Okay. Then I'm going to walk him back up to his wife and just kind of try to get them away to let Zahana do what he needs to do. And keep asking him for information. So if he'll tell me the names of the families that moved away, I'll take it.
I want to leave this execution and go into the inn to talk to the old man, wherever Zanel's taken him.
The old man. Actually, yeah. What is Zanel?
I was Just walking him down the street so he can like head home and not have to see everything that's going on.
Ah,
They well, thank you, dear. I can manage. I can manage.
Are you sure? Are you okay?
Oh yeah, I'm all right. I've been here 30 years, 35 years in this town.
Has that
I've
ever
seen
happened?
a lot of comings and goings. I'll be fine.
Have you ever been kidnapped in your 30 years in this town?
Come to think of it, no. But
there was that one time at the Harvest Festival.
back in 2008, we back in those days, we didn't have wagons. We had boards on our feet, and no.
Do you think anything strange is going on then? 30 years here and this is your first time?
Is it normal to be kidnapped more than once every 30 years?
Depends. You would think in this small town here, you wouldn't really have things like this. I mean, you went 30 years here without being kidnapped or having harm onto you. And now all of a sudden?
I can't explain it. I don't know. That's never happened here.
And nothing strange has started to happen?
Come to think of it, and he peers at you, none of this happened before your caravans came to town.
Caravan?
Well, that caravan with the merchants, the textile merchants.
So it's just recent.
You better watch it, Missy.
Oh, I'm helping you.
I've got my eyes on you.
What? How did this turn?
He's a crotchety old man is how it turned.
Get off my lawn.
The smell of apples.
You know what, sir? I think we're good here then. But get home safely, though. Yeah. If you need something, just yell.
You too.
Thank you. And I'll just wait there until he like walks off.
So he wanders off a short distance. And interestingly, he comes to you can see a house. I don't know if you can see the house. I don't know if you guys actually have that visual or not. But basically to the end of the street, and just a little farther in, right at the southernmost tip of the little lake, is a house. And he seems to go in there. Right. This house right here.
I'll turn around and head back to the group. Are they still killing the man on the ground?
While this is happening, Zahana, what are you doing?
So I'm gonna tie the guy up and pull him so that he's no longer under the horse and no longer pinned down, but his hands are bound so he can't swing unless he's doing one of these.
Okay.
I'm gonna look over. Hi, I'm Zahana. How you doing? What's your name?
Yes. Hello. I am Dr. Rosenthal at your service. You look like you had quite the night, and he points to the bandage on your head.
Yeah. There's three. This guy's got two more guys that with me, and they jumped me. And while I was sleeping, the guy with the shiny armor and the horns. I forget his name.
The tiefling.
Yeah, that guy. He had said something about like there were others in the barn or something. Did I hear that right?
I
That's
know
kinda-
nothing about
Oh,
the tiefling in the barn, but I'm assuming there's more than just those, considering the emotional half elf also got jumped tonight.
You know, the excitable one.
The excitable one.
Okay.
The Tiefling in the Barn sounds like a children's book.
Tiefling in the barn, the tiefling in the barn.
Zanelle, make me a perception
Yes.
check, please.
Absolutely.
You should write
Fireball.
that book.
7.
You guys are doing great tonight.
Oh,
This is fantastic.
Fireball.
All right. So you don't hear. Okay.
I had a cranky
so you're-
grandpa yell at me,
Walk-
so I'm just,
Walking back to the group. And you come across the cult guy. Does he still have the wrap around his head?
I believe so. I don't
Yeah,
see
so
a
he has
reason
got his
to unwrap
brown
it.
robe is wrapped now around his head. It looks like it's wet, and his hands are bound.
y'all try to waterboard him or something?
No, I was trying to get him to talk. It didn't work. Apparently, he does not care about defiling of his sacred garments, or they're just not that sacred. One of the two. I haven't figured it out yet.
So he's still alive?
Yeah. And I'm gonna like pick him up and start like walking him down the road back towards where my stuff was, to where I was sleeping, to get my stuff back.
Going alone.
Well,
Wait. Are you just leaving?
I'll go with him.
Are we-
I'm-
I'm just
mean,
wondering. No reason.
So I mean, he didn't. I had stuff with me, and it wasn't with the horse, and it's not on me
Let's
now.
go. We can
Oh,
check. We can check wherever you were sleeping, and if it's not there, we'll check his house.
Okay, I know we all just met here, but why are we separating all of a sudden after we don't have answers to anything and it's like horses galloping and people being kidnapped? They kidnapped like an old man.
And as you point down the road, everyone follows the pointing of the arm, and you see an old man walking up the road towards you.
That old man.
I'm gonna go meet him.
Is it the same old man?
The same guy.
Sir, are you okay?
You another out of towner?
Do you not recognize me? I'm the one who unwrapped you and kept you from being loaded on
Yeah,
the
you
horse.
don't live here.
He doesn't like us.
I've decided, and he points at Zanelle, that I'm going to I'm gonna let you protect me. And safety in numbers, like she said,
Yes.
you should listen to her. She's got a good head on her shoulders. It's not safe to be alone in this town right now because of all you outsiders. So he keeps flipping back and forth between. Anyway.
Sir, I would like to point out that one of the people who we stopped from committing a kidnapping tonight was a farmer who lives in this village.
I'll take the robe off and be like, "This guy look familiar to you?"
I'll make sure that Rosenthal will make sure there's a light like directly above the guy's head, so it's like the flashlight, the like compact flashlight in the eyes, kind of like.
So the old man sort of hobbles up. You pull off the robe. Xander, you codswallop, and he swats him in the head. Just full on, just this old man just whack. And bit of stuns him a little bit, reeling. That's old Millie's boy. She's a bit off. I've never understood her. Yeah. But no, these boys, I mean, they're hardworking boys. Don't get me wrong. They can throw a bale of hay like nobody's business, and they can clean out a barn fast as you tell them to. In fact, that other time, I remember when he and his brother, Mattis, the two of them climbed up a tree, took all the apples down. It was really impressive. Got a good harvest that year from helping these boys helping us. And I remember that was just before
Sir.
Let him tell his story, please.
Your elders are talking. That was just before that hard winter, I remember. Yeah.
The ground just starts shaking a little.
And he kind of reaches out and clutches a hold of Zanelle's arm.
Come on, man.
Yeah, safety in numbers.
All right. Well, then how's about this? Our friend is around the corner, so we'll go get her. That way we're all together. We have more numbers, and that way you can make sure you can keep an eye on all of the items. Watch out for the and go back and because when he jumped in,
Is he breaking up for y'all?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's going in and out.
Very robot.
He'll probably have
I'm
to.
going to assume I know what he's saying. I'm good like that. So
We actually have a Warforged. Hard.
Do we want to hear the rest of his story before we move on and do anything?
It's a story about picking apples. As interesting as it may be, I do not think it is hugely relevant to the issues currently at
I don't
hand.
like that one.
I don't either. Sir, continue your story,
He's a
please.
bit lippy, that one.
So while you're talking,
In all fairness, sir,
walk.
I am nearly 6 feet of red skin and horns. I'm used to people not liking me. And just walks away. To go find Izamina. I'm walking in the direction where the torches were coming from earlier.
I'll walk with him, but I want to hear the rest of his story. And I listen to it.
He goes for quite a length, actually. He starts sort of rambling, and his topics
I'm so intrigued in it.
over them.
I listen to every detail. I have comments coming back. I love it.
Zanelle is going to become proficient in the history of anything relating to apples. Like,
Exactly.
It's gonna be beautiful.
So Zahana, you were heading back to your abandoned farmhouse.
Well, I'm gonna go with them to get Izamina so that we don't split up.
Cool.
And then I'll go back to the farmhouse to try to get my stuff.
oh, come on, you guys.
So-
Last time I was on my own, it went great.
No.
Right?
No, it didn't.
Questionable
survived.
at best.
I mean, I was asleep at the time, so I can't judge anything, but no.
There.
It's fine.
So, in the interest of a bit of expedience, you meet up with Izamina, the bartender, or the innkeeper, whose name completely escapes me for the moment. Olwen
Olwen and Belba.
and Belba. He hands Izamina off to Belba. Belba's like, "Oh dear, you should come in. You had a hard night. I've got some stew still left over. You can." And they basically starts trundling you. Little sort of a robust woman, quite a farmhouse, kind of built like a farm girl sort of thing, just very sort of skookum. And meanwhile, he's Olwen is sort of at the bridge, and he's got another torch, and he's sort of, "You all come this way." And he kind of waves you all along. And he, I lost the name.
Proceeds to freak out at the sight of this ragtag band.
Well, old Myron, what are you doing here? It's like, oh, did some outsider, and he glares at Marcos. Some outsider tried to nab me in the night, to steal all my worldly possessions or something.
I'm going to point to Xander as he's saying this. This is one of them. The outsiders.
I don't know why you're glaring at me, sir.
So Olwen looks at Xander and, what's gotten into you, boy? And Xander says nothing. Well, all right. So it takes you back to the Inn of the Slumbering Serpent. He has a storage, sort of smaller barn where he stores some grain sacks and some provisions and such, and general shed tools and things. He ties Xander, and with your help, he ties Xander good and tight to one of the posts, so he's not getting away. Makes sure that he has nothing in reach or on him that has any sort of sharp implement. Always no fool. So you stay here until morning, and we will deal with you. Cuffs him in the side of the head as well, and then ushers everybody into the inn. And we'll see if we can get to the bottom of this. And I think at that point, it's a good point to take a break, so we can all hydrate.
Okay.
And we'll be back in 5-ish, 10, 5.
Somewhere between 4 and 11 minutes. And
And we're back.
Sometimes the pastry is just a pastry.
Things happen.
So, inside the inn, where everyone is now gathered, bring back to my notes because I am terrible with names.
Is the inn
Elba
on?
Kralun serves up some bowls of some rather hearty stew. Been left to sit, so it's all got that good sort of congealedness to it. And meanwhile, Alwyn has stricken up a pipe. And he sort of looks contemplative every time he sort of starts. He looks very concerned.
We're all concerned. I am going to ask him. Have the young man that you've tied up, and thank you for that. I believe that he's one of the men who assaulted me or my friends. Are they normally troublemakers?
No. I mean, no. I mean, he's growing up, he was a bit of a little shit, but I wouldn't say he was anything. No, kidnapping. That's that's no. I would have thought they'd be any kind of mixed up with anything.
And is there any law person in this town who would be able to take my statement and see that these thugs are charged?
No.
You don't have a lawmaster in this town.
Well, I mean, the mayor, I guess.
The mayor? That's it? No sheriff?
No.
Well,
When there's a dispute or someone has broken the laws, how is that dealt with? Who helps with that?
sounds like the mayor.
There hasn't been disputes. Big
Well,
enough.
the mayor. I mean,
Well, then shall we fetch the mayor?
I mean the priestess often helps with a lot of stuff, but mainly it's always just villagers and farmers. Generally, none of us really doesn't get along with anybody else. I mean, it's peaceable because we're all doing our thing. It just doesn't seem like it's No.
While this conversation is happening, is there anything I can do to patch up any of my wounds or anything?
Yep, I can. I'll let this one actually. Over the course of the evening, if you want to roll, or at this point you can have a short rest, you can roll your hit die. You get some hit points back.
I mean, maybe we ought to consider, and by we I mean you folks, ought to consider really having somebody if kidnapping is normal, because there was an attempted kidnapping of myself. My friend here was kidnapped, and that's where his wounds come from. We had to rescue him from the back of a horse, and this old man was hurt as well. So when will the mayor be attending? I have some questions for them.
Well, I mean, we could go get him.
And the priestess too, it seems.
Yeah, about that priestess. So the little that the Xander person spoke, he mentioned that she will know. What is she a priestess of?
She, priestess is she's a priestess of Marika. She's the goddess of the harvest.
Getting
Marika?
involved in politics? I don't think that's such a great idea.
I mean, she's never gotten involved in politics. She's just there with the mayor every time there's a larger dispute that he can't handle himself. But there's usually never any disputes.
But I have any knowledge that this is possibly a that harvest gods might ask for sacrifices?
Make me a religion check.
No. That's a 1.
Throw him into the volcano for the harvest.
What was the last big dispute over, and when?
Oh, let me think. Might have been a bit of a short changing for a couple of heads of sheep. I don't remember if that went all the. I don't remember if she was involved in that or not.
Do you know how it was resolved?
They agreed to. What did they say? They agreed to keep the extra money, but the exchange, I think, went. And then Myron, speak up. They're for a new head of sheep. The newborns. Oh yes. They for the next season new sheep. Offered 2 heads from that to make up for the difference. No, the simple farm disputes. Nothing like this has ever happened around here. It's them outsiders.
Sir, I hesitate to disagree with an elder. But I've done nothing but be peaceable. I am a cleric and I am just on my way through. My caravan that I am traveling with has done nothing but be coming into town for the evening. We have plans to be on the road very early tomorrow. I did nothing to provoke this, but also you were attacked too, and you're not an outsider. So there seems to be more to the situation.
Well, you're not wrong.
So, wait. So you were attacked, Ismina. What happened to the guys that attacked you?
One of them got away. One of them, I think, is unconscious in my room.
And what happened to the guys that attacked you? Pointing to the old dude.
I don't know.
One of them's lying
Where's
in
the
the
Marcos?
barn with a couple spear wounds in him, and the other 2 ran away.
Do you think if we got those people and showed them to you, then you might, maybe there's a connection that you might know of between Xander and the other ones?
Maybe.
You
I mean,
have a disagreement with anybody before being kidnapped?
the old man.
Yeah. No
Nope.
issues going on.
Nope.
So I guess we'll go get the other guys and see if maybe we can make a connection. If there's something you might recognize from them, maybe sound like a plan.
Okay.
You points to the mall master. You look like you're good at it. Think you can come with
You're talking to Malik.
anybody else?
Malik?
Yep.
Yeah.
I haven't been introduced formally, so.
Right.
Anybody else want to come?
I'll come. I can carry a body.
I'll
I have
go.
to go get my books, so I think I'm in.
I have to go get the things out of my room. I am definitely not staying there.
I looked at him. Do you want to stay here? It seems safer.
Oh, the old man.
Yeah.
Yep, I'm staying here. And he's got like almost like his hands on the bowl, and he's
All right.
Keep some stew
Yeah,
warm for
staying
us.
here.
Would you be so good, Mr. Owen? Might be nice to have something in our stomachs before we try and get back to sleep.
I mean, you could sleep. What?
I'll go back to my room and see if the person's there.
I'm gonna go into the barn, see if my person is there.
Okay.
Rosenthal is going to follow Zamina because that's where his spell books
Yeah.
are.
Into the inn, the Golden Grain Inn. It's dark, but Olin gave some extra torches, so you have torchlight. So those of you who don't have dark vision can actually see.
God.
The inn itself seems well, it's empty.
Was
I
it
mean,
empty the day
there were people
before?
before. I mean, there was a innkeeper. He was there, and his wife was there. There was a couple of stragglers. They looked like farmers. You know, over the course of the evening, they sort of eventually, I guess, you figure, filtered out because you went to bed into your respective rooms. But right now, it's empty. You know, there's no sign of anyone else in the building.
What time is it about? Is it like early morning, like 2 or 3 a.m.? Is it?
Yeah, probably 1:30, somewhere in there.
Okay. Rosenthal's not going to think anything of it because he's used to that time being very silent, and he's just going to head up to the rooms.
And Izamina?
Yeah. I am gonna head up to the room and see if the guy's in there.
What's everyone else doing?
Barn.
I wanted to go back and see if I could get my stuff if it was still there.
I went to the room to get this, like my backpack and stuff that I left because took off running.
Okay. We'll say you head back to the other farmhouse. We're going to say Malik goes with you. You retrieve your things and then meet back at this Golden Grain Inn. And you walk in with everyone milling about. The guy upstairs that was had Maul cast upon him is still a corpse in the corner.
Is he dead?
Oh, he's quite dead. His skull is caved in. It's very thoroughly dead. You retrieve your things. Rosenthal retrieves his things.
I am not going to pee on his robe because apparently that's something we have to declare in this campaign.
Zanel retrieves your things.
Do we take a robe?
Probably bloody and like my robes
Oh,
are
yeah.
pretty clean.
That's fair. That's fair. I don't want to damage.
Malik can retrieve his things.
You definitely can like help yourself, but
No, it's
it's
fine.
really hard to get out without hydrogen peroxide, which isn't like a thing right
Existed. Yeah.
Doesn't match my outfit, so I'm good.
now. But
So
let's get Malik to carry him. Let's get him to fireman carry him.
Is my guy still in the barn?
And your guy is still in the barn.
Good news. I didn't crush his skull, so he's still.
He's got a big slash across the front of him. But
Yeah, the
okay.
gaping hole in his rib cage. But you can tell who he was. So pick him up, start carrying him to the inn.
All right.
You said that the inn was completely empty, right?
It's not complete. I mean, it still has inn stuff in it. It's still furniture and still everything else, but it's devoid of people.
Okay.
Actually,
this
hold on.
time-
Let me get
no.
to
Oh no.
real quick.
Plot twist.
Oh wait, there are
we
six.
found
Okay.
we found our next combat encounter.
That's a lie.
Out, you
What?
guys.
And I'm going to switch the map to.
Switch the map. Switch the map.
Oh,
switch the map,
snap.
switch the map.
While you're switching the map, would the fairly untraveled Sahana think it would be odd that there would be nobody in the inn at this time of night?
I mean, you assume that someone owns the inn.
Yeah, but it's
You
like
would also
rolling
assume that. Go ahead, sorry.
It's like rolling up to a travel lodge at like 3 a.m. You got to ring the bell before the innkeeper comes out.
People, I mean, they have to sleep also. So
Switching the map.
Only 1 a.m. though.
Change the map.
you say it's only 1 a.m. though?
Yeah.
I have clearly
It's
been
not
to,
a festival.
I have clearly been to very different travel lodges than you have at that time of the night.
It's like the low budget one in the Cajon Pass in between like San Bernardino and Vegas, like where the giant thermometer is, where there's nobody. That's the one. That's the travel lodge.
So I don't know that travel lodge particularly, but that's given me some flashbacks.
I mean, we came here with a caravan. And I'm assuming since we came to this location, that they would have gotten rooms here.
Wait a minute.
I mean, that's not a bad assumption to have.
Well, there was lots
So-
of people. Like almost all the rooms were taken, right?
So
Mhm.
it's weird that there's no one here, right?
Well, it's nighttime. We'd have to like check every room.
All right, let's go knock on doors. Just bust open, see if everyone's okay.
I mean, with what's been going on, I guessing, there was quite a bit of noise made when when they tried taking you, right?
Yeah.
I mean, so nobody came outside to see what was
Well-
going on when we were out in the street.
Well, he did, and he did, and he did. I'll point to, or she did. He did, she did, he did. I'll point to Malik and Rosenthal and Zanel. And, but you're right. It's disappointing for sure that others didn't come out. Maybe they're just heavy sleepers. We should wake them up, don't you think?
We should do a well-being check. You know, we are traveling with the caravan. We should make sure the people in the caravan are okay.
This is my I'm getting ready to cast a spell stance. Thaumaturgy! Slam those doors open.
You're going upstairs?
Yeah, I'm gonna go stand at the top of the stairs and be like, hello, people. It's time to come
Good
and tell me why you
morning.
didn't come save me. Good morning.
Switch you to that map.
Oh, they're definitely going to hate outsiders now.
I think everyone in here is part of the
Everyone here is
caravan.
part of our caravan.
Yeah.
That I have
Why would an
planned
outsider
safe
sleep in an inn?
travel.
I love it so
You
much.
come up to the top of the stairs, and you slam all the doors open. Shabam, shabam. And you hear, and make me a perception check.
Oh no.
Okay, guys. No, shoot, I didn't know to guidance somebody.
Don't worry, this is fine. It's fine.
Okay.
23.
16.
5.
And
You hear nothing.
I mean,
like, she didn't wake them up, or there was nobody there to begin with.
I'm opening doors.
I mean, the door's
got
already
upstairs?
snapped open.
So we just
Loud.
go look in the rooms.
Any particular rooms you're looking in?
Any door that is not open, I'm opening the door and looking in to see if people are okay.
Okay, I'm gonna move you guys inside the map. Boop.
And yeah. I can't see in the map that I'm looking in right now. I can't see anything other than the hallway, so I don't know what doors there are. But
Can you move?
Can I? Oh my.
Should be able to move.
What?
All right.
Oh.
So-
My goodness gracious. Okay.
Yep.
Wow. That's really, really cool. I'm going to go to the one that's across from my room.
Yep.
I'm going to the first door, opening it and looking inside.
All right. So Izamina goes all the way down to the end of the hall. And Malik, I will say, identifies that as the room that they were staying in. And it has, instead of that chest and dresser, it has 2 other smaller cots in it. Kind of accommodate 3 people in a cramped quarters. The room that Zahana is staring at to the south of you is a. Got it. It looks like a large guest room. The bed, storage chest, table. There's 4 chairs against the table. There's a rough, sort of that rough knitted rug covering the center of the floor. Otherwise, kind of unremarkable. The bed looks completely tousled and sort of torn, like the bed sheets are all over the place.
I'll turn to the,
room.
I'm opening doors until I find somebody or until I find all the rooms empty.
That's fair. The room where Rosenthal is. It's it's kind of like a kind of a meeting room. It's kind of weird.
Is there anything like on surfaces?
No.
Like, has anybody been here?
This room seems relatively untouched, actually, compared to other sections. There's 2 bookcases on the northern wall. There's a bench along the west, a large table, 8 chairs. It almost looks like a sort of a secondary dining area.
Okay.
Possibly for people who want to have their meals upstairs.
What books are on the bookcase? Anything good?
I mean...
romance, drama, spell books.
Yeah. See where you're going. But you're not gonna catch me with that. No.
Rats.
There's a couple of books on various farming techniques, crop growth. There's a bit of a ledger sort of denoting seasonal changes in terms of patterns or things of that nature. There's general basic knowledge, I guess. Nothing really fancy, nothing sticks out as anything that an inn would not normally have as a book on a bookshelf.
Okay.
Trash paperback novels that people have left there.
Yes. Nice.
A Gideon's Bible, the standard
Okay.
the standard fare for an inn.
Okay. Then Rosenthal is going to do something unexpected, and he's going to cast Detect Magic and find out if there's anything near him in this room or on the other side of the room's walls that seems magical.
And Detect Magic goes for 10 minutes. You got a ritual cast it or just a regular?
Let's see. It takes, it's an action casting time up to 10 minutes. Everything within 30 feet of me.
Okay. But I think with Detect Magic, you can cast it as a ritual as well. If you wanted to, but that'll take about 10 minutes as well.
Yeah, he hasn't done very much. I would just cast it normally.
All right.
In this situation.
Nothing in the room sticks out and sort of has that vibe that you used to looking for.
Okay.
So Zahana, the room below you to the south is a small guest room, looks like. The bed is similarly tousled and disturbed. Circular table, 3 chairs, small cabinet, nothing in it. The room above you to the north seems like more of a dormitory. 5 beds and a sort of a dresser unit. None of the beds looks disturbed. All of them are made, but none looks like they were slept in. Moving further down the hall, there's a room here with 2 beds. A room here with 2 beds. And this room up here seems to be another sort of dining area with 2 square tables and 4 chairs to either table. Basically, another area where guests might eat an evening meal, not in the main foyer or in the main bar area, inn area.
Okay. So we have a full inn that was full, where most of the rooms, all of the rooms appear to be empty. Most of them have tussled beds and items left behind, or items taken with them.
There seem to be no items in the beds or in the rooms.
Is there anything in
Okay.
the room I'm in?
Nope. They came back and got it all. Meaning Malik and Rosenthal and
That was
Zanel.
their room. Okay.
Yeah.
Well then, yeah, I'll come back out into the hallway and I'll say, this is very odd. The caravan would not have left without us.
And weirdly, this room, the one that Ismina was in, this room, where close to where Malik is, to the south of that, and then the one south of where Rosenthal is, are the only rooms that have tousled beds.
And do we know who was in that room, the other room there?
No.
So it's essentially all the rooms on the south side of the map.
But not the one that Ismina is at, and I'll move Malik over, and not the one that Malik is at now. Those ones seem untouched.
Can we do a really thorough
Investigation?
I want to do, well, I want to investigate the guy who has mall face, just to check his body and see like if there's anything on him.
Okay. Make me an investigation check.
8.
8. Okay. Brown robe, very smooshed head, and simple clothing. Wouldn't say anything that sticks out as anything else. He's not armed. And yeah, no, he doesn't. Nothing seems out. I mean, other than the fact that he's a cultist and he tried to attack you or some sort of weirdo in a brown robe, nothing sticks out as any kind of anything.
Go ahead.
Ismina, so which rooms was the rest of the caravan in? Do you know?
Well, some of the caravan took the room where there was lots of beds. I remember that. And most of the merchants in caravan had come had come through and taken the other rooms. I think I grabbed one of the very last rooms that was available.
You did.
Well, I'm just trying to figure out, because some rooms the beds are made and everything looks nice and orderly. Some rooms have signs of struggle.
Right. I don't really know many people from the caravan. I'm fairly new to it, but Shush over here, and I'll point to the tiefling because that's what the old guy kept calling him. Shush might know more about it.
I was sleeping in a wagon.
But you were with the caravan for days before it got hit, right?
Yes.
2 towns, you said?
Yes, for 2 towns.
I will get Isabina and Marcos to both give me an intelligence roll.
Yeah, I got this.
Let's see how good your memories are.
That's a 16.
Intelligence roll. Nope, that's a 4. God, come
Cool.
on.
You have a vague recollection, Marcos, that the merchants were of similar, kind of in the same but a different way than Isamina, in a sense that they were like, yeah, you know what, we're gonna have the single rooms. You know, they weren't going to mingle with the common folk, as it were. So they would have been the ones that rented
The merchants
these 2 rooms to the
had
south.
opinions of themselves. They would not have tolerated anything less than their own room.
So the merchants were in the rooms where there's signs of a struggle.
Yes.
Oh,
So that may be a coincidence that they all went after people who are sleeping by themselves, and it just happens to be coincidentally that it's mostly people from the caravan.
But the other
Uh,
rooms don't even look like anybody came into them. And that's curious to me because we all walked up the stairs we all came up together. I don't know where else they'd be if not for here.
someone should check the barracks room where all the guards slept.
That's the one with the 5 beds,
we've
right?
Yeah.
we've checked.
We've checked them.
I've checked every room up here. There's nobody in any of these rooms,
And
but
shush,
these rooms
shush,
seem to be messed up.
shush, shush. You said you were with this.
My
you were
name
in the
is
state-
Marcos. My name is Marcos. Please just call me Marcos.
Sure, Marcos. That's odd. Marcos, yes. Well, you said that you were in like the shed or something, right? Is
I
the
was
caravan
sleeping in a
carts?
wagon.
So our carts
The-
are still there.
The wagons were there when I woke up. The wagons were. I assume everything was still in there when I went to grab the dead guy.
I mean, you were sleeping on bolts of fabric, so yeah, you figure.
Mike, the horse that got Maul attacked,
Uh-huh.
did that look like one of the horses from our caravan?
No.
I mean, after a successful casting of Maul, it's hard to tell with most things. Don't laugh. You only encourage me.
Alright, so should we go tell the other innkeeper about what's going on?
Well, we're not staying here.
Where
Bent
is
down
the
to pick up
innkeeper?
the other dead guy. I think this innkeeper.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Uh, Doctor, would you come downstairs and take a look with me?
I don't see why not. He'll follow Izamina.
Downstairs.
We're gonna go downstairs and see if we can find the innkeeper from this inn.
Swap the map to the downstairs main floor.
Oh no, Edgar the guard is missing.
Hey, it's okay.
Poor Edgar.
It's okay. They're dead soon.
R.I.P.
Talk about Edgar that way. Shush,
We
shush.
barely knew him.
He kept giving me weird looks over morning porridge. I think he'd never seen a tiefling before. Or one with such luxurious horns.
They are nice horns. I mean, you got some good horns going on there. But yeah, so there's nobody here, right?
Is
I
there
mean-
anybody downstairs? Because I see nothing on my player map. It is black, pitch
Oh.
black.
I might have to. Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry. Look at that. Boop.
Shush, shush. I'm adding that next week to his player nameplate.
Oh.
Sigh.
Shush, shush.
Yes.
We'll do like little fun things. We'll have daggers for Rosenthal, and we'll have smells like apples.
Dr.
for
Daggers.
Zanel.
Dr. Daggers. That's actually pretty neat.
Thank you. See, I can. That's a good name to bestow. Why do you have to stick me with shush shush?
I didn't. You look at the DM. That was not me.
I
did
love
no
the
such
name.
thing.
That work?
I mean, I
People
love
can
it.
see now?
Yep.
I
Uh,
failed out on that. Yep, I
yes.
can see now.
Mental note for any other DMs, make sure that your tokens have vision. Dynamic lighting. Roll 20.
I'm gonna go. Is there like a door to the innkeeper's room somewhere?
There is. Over here.
Oh.
There are 2 doors.
Okay. Thaumaturgy.
Switch to my dynamic lighting layer. And for some reason, wait a minute. Move you out of the way for a second. Lighting layer. And it doesn't seem to.
There's some spots on my map that just don't light up at all. I'm guessing that's not supposed to be that way.
That's weird.
Yeah, there's spots that are just refusing to light up at all.
Yeah.
Unless the map doesn't know that I have dark vision.
No, that's not it. That's not it.
I mean, with dark vision, we should be able to see everything. I think this
It's
is
not lighting up for anybody. That's weird.
Yeah. What low?
I mean, I can cheat and look at Twitch and see that I'm sitting at a table.
Is that what dark vision does?
That's very weird. Huh. Very strange.
So for those of you watching at home, the Twitch stream has the DM's view. We are all on the player view, so on our computers we can only see the dynamic lighting, so we cannot see what you guys are seeing.
That one works. But that
Yes,
one.
we can't see the 12 goblins hiding under the futon.
That's true.
Aww.
That's very strange. That one lights up fine, but the other one
However,
doesn't.
we can also see that Mike's wider screen is, you guys can only really see red. We see gigantic teeth on either side of his green screen background, and it is freaking us out.
We have been freaking out about it since before the stream started.
It's bad. Right before the end of
An
the stream,
omen.
we'll widen his view to show.
It is definitely an omen.
It's an omen.
And it's not a good one.
That's very strange.
So, but
Huh.
there's no people here either. I'm
There
guessing.
are no people here.
That's weird.
There are no people here. Does it look like there's been a tussle? Does it look like they've left behind their valuables?
No.
Samina, did you
Something is very wrong.
you locked your door tonight, right?
Not only did I lock my door, I put my armor up against it, but they came in a separate door. I didn't even know the door was there.
So do you think the innkeeper did not know about a separate door to your room?
There's no way he didn't know. It's his inn.
So is the innkeeper in on this then?
That would suggest he might be.
I mean, yeah. I mean,
It's not a good look.
I mean, if the
This is why we
innkeeper
need
knows
the
that there's a
theme
secret
music.
room,
I need
if they-
dramatic theme music now.
bum bum bum. I mean, if the innkeeper knows there's a secret room, a secret way to get into your room, the other rooms probably have that, right?
Well,
Some of the other, and if he knows, well, you said multiple people attacked you, right?
at least 2.
So that means that even if he was the person who attacked you, he had to tell at least one other person. And we know from the other attacks that there's multiple people involved who live in the town.
It's just
And-
occurring to me that we left the old guy and the one guy who attacked us with somebody in town who swears that nothing weird has gone on.
We should go check on him.
I thought you trusted the guy.
Look, I'm pretty good at reading people, and he seemed very disturbed that these things were going on. His wife was very sweet. I am as certain as I was that the guys that we met at the beginning of our visit to this flippin' place were hiding something. This guy was not hiding something. He was
All right.
disturbed that this was happening.
So we can hope that it's something to do with this inn and he's fine.
So I mean, he's being right and honest with us. And there's 4 people that we know of in that inn, as opposed to how many people would have taken to grab as many people are missing from this inn. Or you're not, or there's something fishy going on. Either way, we should get back to that inn.
Before you do,
Oh, snap.
what? Oh, snap! What?
No, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Oh, snap! What? Wait.
No. Okay, go ahead.
No, it's
I'm
fine.
not
Don't
nervous
worry
at
about
all.
it.
No, don't worry about us.
Mm-mm.
I am
Go
on
ahead.
hyper. I am just in general. I'm on hyper sense of alert right now because things seem fishy with this.
We're
So
all
I
a
do
little
have my bow.
paranoid.
So my bow is out and arrow ready.
Yeah, I have not left my spear and shield. They are on me.
Okay. Just to give you a quick descriptions of the rooms that you've been sort of wandering in and out of. The room in here, the one that you can't really see, so I'm going to illuminate it with a couple of extra little torches here. Oop. There. So over here to the right is a looks like a den. There are 4 sort of Ottoman flat chairs, a round table with 4 chairs with it. There's crates in the southern area, and there's a door leading into a bedroom, which the bed is rough or disheveled, but looks more slept in than, all the sheets been pulled off and tied around people. A number of rugs on the floor, a desk with a chair, and a chest up on the north wall.
Hey, is anyone good with potentially locked things?
The other room on the other side was a kitchen
Mm.
with a set of stairs going down.
Can I go in the bedroom, just lift up all the rugs? Just
You can.
investigate the bedroom, see if there's any secret doors or something.
Yeah, I want to look through the crates that are in the sitting area.
Okay.
Seriously? I got a
I'm going to
6.
go through the rates. Isamina, roll me investigation.
got a 6 too.
Hey.
I'm gonna roll
Apples.
investigation just to see if we can get another 6 going.
3 6s in a row would be amazing.
3 6s, we automatically summon the big bang.
so-
Don't do that.
Well, I rolled a 3, and my investigation is plus
No!
3.
No!
way.
Yes.
No, you can't do that.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Spare the
Okay.
dying. Spare the dying. Just every 2 seconds, every 6 seconds,
Everyone.
I'm just gonna tap myself
We're gonna die.
and cast spare the dying.
All the
Why do you
lights
have
go
to
out
do
at all at once.
Before I get smite. I can't do radiant damage.
Thanks everybody
Um,
for watching this campaign.
Yes.
We look forward to
And
seeing
it's
you.
TPK
next
season
time.
2. Because of the awesome roll, I am actually going to give this one to you.
God.
Because literally, Zanel was doing exactly what you needed to do in order to find
Oh no.
a trapdoor
Oh no.
in the corner of the room next to the chest.
Oh.
The chat is heckling us.
Deservedly.
Come on,
Sure,
chat.
sure.
Heckle more. Heckle more. It gives us power.
Does
Actually, no,
though?
it gives me anxiety.
Now, who's doing what? You were checking the crates. The crates have some food stuff, some dried tack foodstuffs, some fabrics, some nice clothing in one of the crates. Some packed in straw, a silver tea set, and a small box.
Ooh.
In the one closest in the corner, a small box of.
What's in the box?
What's in the box? What's in the box?
It's the
Jewelry.
MacGuffin. Oh.
Rings
Rings, a couple of necklaces, a couple of sets of mismatched earrings.
Does it? Not that Isabina
He's
would.
not on it.
Well, maybe Isabina would know this with her training. Does it look like a serial killer's trophy box, or have I been watching too much Criminal Minds?
Yes, and yes. There's sort of it's a mishmash. There's like definitely a big, thicker ornamental banded rings sort of thing with large gaudy stone. There's another one that seems to be almost like a simple, maybe a wedding band. A silver necklace, a gold necklace. There's an earring that's just a hoop earring. There's another earring with a pendant on it. And sort of there's no rhyme or reason to this collection.
Is my
Okay.
pen missing?
No.
So I'm gonna put this out there. This is evidence that this guy's in on it, that this innkeeper is in on it. I think we should take this evidence and go to the other innkeeper so we can be like, hey, there's no one there. Here's evidence he's taking people's shit.
I agree. I also
Taking people.
kind of want to see what's under this trapdoor.
Yes.
So I'm gonna hand my spear to Zanel to hold, and I'm going to pull open the trapdoor.
This is where we should split the party again, you guys.
No, this is where we should all come investigate.
And Zahana and I will go back to the other end.
I think that is a horrible idea.
I have to agree with Marcos on this one.
Shush, shush.
I mean,
Thank you.
we're just. I mean, I don't actually care about the old guy or the innkeeper. So
What?
Okay. Can I, just before we go down there, because I think I'm still in my nightgown, like I haven't put my clothes back on. Can I just put my armor on, you guys? Because I'm like
You
super
absolutely can.
squishy right now, like 10 AC. So like I'm just gonna get dressed here. Which also makes me disadvantage on stealth. I'm sure carrying my scale mail also made me disadvantage on stealth, but
Don't worry.
that's
Hey,
fine.
join me in the disadvantage club.
You guys have been completely the non-stealthy party this entire time.
What are you talking about? I'm incredibly sneaky.
Who needs stealth?
Somebody wants to
when
check
you
the chest?
can pee on people's stuff.
Sure, let's check the chest. What do
I
I
am
gotta
not
do?
touching that.
I'm gonna take a step back as they check.
I'm just putting my. I'm not taking a step back, but I am putting my shield between me and the chest.
I'm standing
What am I
behind you.
rolling?
Can I get? Can you give me my spear back?
Investigation.
Guidance.
Investigation.
Guidance.
While all this is going down, while like Ismene is putting her like armor on and stuff, Rosenthal is gonna cast alarm on the door to this room, especially because we're like going underground.
Yes.
So he's gonna like sit on the ground and cast alarm right on the door.
Okay, that's clever.
That was a 22 on the investigation.
Doesn't seem to have anything amiss.
Is it
I do want to hold an action if because Marcos is feeling twitchy. If something weird comes out of the chest, I'm gonna stab it.
Do we have the trap door still open?
Shush,
Yes.
This is weird.
Okay. I'm watching the trap door.
I'm opening the chest.
The chest lifts up a little bit, and then sort of something triggers in your brain. You're like, oh, wait a minute. I did see something. There was a tiny little filament of a wire that you haven't snapped yet. You kind of like, oh, yeah, I guess it is pulling on that. That leads into it, probably inside the chest at some point.
Okay. Do I have these tools? No.
As a character, I would probably know this. As a player, I don't. What would a roll be to disarm this?
Dexterity, and if you had it, thieves' tools. I'm imagining you don't.
Would leatherworkers' tools aid me at all?
No.
And it would be
I
straight
have a
dexterity
sewing
and not
kit. I have
like
weaver's
sleight
tools.
of
Also
hand.
no.
I have some paper.
Excellent.
I'm going to assume that it's reasonable that I can't do this, and
You
I'm going to go.
can. Yes, the difficulty is a bit more difficult because you don't have as many bonuses.
I would assume that I don't know what I'm doing, and
That is a good
while I
assumption.
could try it, I'm not going to be successful, and I will close it and be like, "Don't open that."
How many? Oh, no, sweetheart. We need to find out the truth.
So basement.
I'm gonna try and stick my little scissors from my embroidery kit that I keep in like a cookie tin, and I'm gonna see if I can snip that little.
Excellent.
With my dexterity bonus of 0, you guys.
Why?
I just want to point out Rosenthal is on the other side of the wall.
I am standing behind Marcus and his shield.
In search of the truth.
We could have
Comrades.
found the truth a different way. The trap door.
What if the better
I'm
truth is?
rolling.
What if the better truth is under the?
Oh, please don't be like your regular
10.
rolls.
Oh no. Oh no.
My heart's racing.
Can
I
I
feel
cast
like
guidance
knock
on
on a
myself?
silver knight. Too late. Too late.
I would like.
My hand's sweating.
There. So you're in there. You
Other
came
side
in.
of
So
the
is
wall.
he rearranging us
Do
on
the
the
thing.
map? That's probably not a great sign.
Now I'm going to get
Guys.
Izumina,
But then I'm behind
Zanel
Marcus.
and
Oh,
Marcus to Zahana's just outside the range. So Marcus, Izumina, and Zanel to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
Are we about to be charmed or put to sleep?
No.
Well, 18.
11. I don't like the smile.
Oh wait, what's save? Charisma?
Constitution.
Constitution. Good. I rolled the right one. That's an. Okay, the save is an 8. Fuck. Oh no.
Excellent.
Oh no.
So, Izumina, you kind of fish around with it, and you open it up, and you can feel the tug of the wire. And you're like, oh yeah. And you go in, you slip your scissors in, you deftly, you're like, oh, this should be easy. Snip the wire. You feel it retract. The lid pops because of the tension that was holding the lid with the wire is now broken. And a puff of this green gas puffs out of the chest and covers sort of everything in the green zone in a sort of a light layer of greenish dust and residue. You managed to cover up your nose and mouth just in time, but Zanel and Marcus sort of were watching, and they just kind of are a bit more taken aback by
Both my hands are
the sudden
busy.
poof. And the two of you feel really strange, as though the world has sped up around you. It's like everything just seems to be moving really, really fast.
I sit down in the middle of the floor. Like put
And
my
every-
hands on the ground.
And everyone watches, and Zanel really, like in slow motion, crouches down, puts her hands on the floor.
Everyone else is feeling this?
I am. Oh.
You guys are being really weird right now. Like,
And you
I
guys
totally
here,
nailed
you guys
that.
are being really weird right now. I don't know what to go
Slow down.
So-
Slow
No.
down.
I can't hear you. I can't.
So for the record, those of us who were not affected, did we see this green stuff come out?
Yep.
The truth is there was something funky in that box. And maybe it didn't get you, but it clearly got them.
Well,
And I'm just
it
gonna.
can't be that bad. They'll shake it off, I'm sure. What's in the box? What's in the
What's
chest?
in the box?
What's in the
No,
chest?
What's in the chest?
You destroyed us for nothing.
I'm not that kind of a cleric, y'all.
Not that kind of cleric. Wrong kind of paladin. Oh dear God.
Corden's in a different
What?
campaign.
I miss her so much now.
I wish I had more than 5 points worth. I mean, I wish I still had 5 points worth of lay on hands, because then I could maybe get rid of this for at least one person, but I can't.
Oh, and I'm
Oh, no.
stripped of healing spells. I can spare the dying and thaumaturgy all day, but
You didn't
That's
get any
all.
back when we did the rest?
The
at
chest.
last
It's a
session?
short rest.
the chest,
Short-
the chest.
Yeah, she doesn't get spelled back with
Yeah.
short rest. Chest contains a small satchel bag.
Yeah.
With a number of gems in it.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's
A small, another container, another smaller box that has 3 small glass vials. A
Empty
third
glass
little.
vials?
Sorry?
Empty glass vials or glass vials with liquid in them?
They have liquid in them.
What color is the liquid?
Well, one is a reddish, somewhat viscous color. One has it's almost hard to describe. It's sort of a purplish, but it looks almost more vaporous than it does liquid. And the third is a glittery green, and the best way you can think of is that that sticky residue, like the goop or whatever it is, but it's got like green and glittery goldish flecks in it. There's also a third sack on the bottom of the chest that contains coins.
Excellent. Well, that will be useful to turn over as evidence. All of this will be useful to turn over as evidence, you guys.
Yes.
Roughly how much
Turn
Yes.
over as
coins?
evidence.
I need to catalog for chain of evidence. Roughly how much coins is this?
You're going to count them?
I'm just gonna like take a look.
for the purpose of evidence.
There's a fair bit of coin in here.
Is it like mostly gold or platinum? Like what is it?
There's a mix of gold and platinum.
Mm.
Oh.
If you had a rough estimate, you'd say there's probably 10 gold for every platinum piece that's in there.
I'm gonna turn around and like shake it right in Apple and Shush's face and be like, do you hear that? That is
Clink, 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 clink.
very unusual.
This is very unusual.
Yes,
That an innkeeper would have this much gold and platinum in a town like this. There is definitely something going on. Listen to this.
Please.
I can hear you.
All right. So y'all want to still go into the trap door? Or maybe do you want to go head back to the other door? Other
a minute.
I think definitely it's possible that they went down there. We should get these two up and we should be moving along.
Rosenthal pops into the
Everything's
doorway and he's like,
happening so
alarm is set.
quickly.
Great.
After a number of minutes, the effects wear off.
Ugh.
Things start sort of speeding up or slowing down, so that everything sort of matches pace with your brain at this point, or your brain starts speeding up and matching pace with everything.
Okay.
Can we not do that?
So
like that
the
again?
next time one of you gets the bright idea to, after being told, hey, I think this chest is dangerous,
Maybe find the
to
key.
try and open it anyway, I'm not going to help you if the chest tries to eat you. That's all I'm going to say on the matter.
The chest didn't try to eat us. In fact, it had weren't you listening? It had really valuable evidence in it.
No.
You know, it was really
Did you
hard to
not see my
understand.
face?
It was really hard to understand you when I couldn't tell the difference between your words and a hummingbird's wings.
Why
So
are you talking so fast?
I don't mean to cut the conversation short, but the longer we sit here discussing this, like we could have already gone back to the other end, come back and gone down the hole.
I mean, in
So
all
if
fairness,
time is going to be,
yes, I'm not sure I could have made it back to the inn very quickly in the state I was in. Let's go into the sub basement and see what's down here.
I'm gonna put the serial killer trophies into my pack, and I'll tie the satchel of gems. Carefully try to pack the container of the 3 vials and the satchel of coins that I have booked into my chain of evidence.
Okay.
By
I'm taking
dint
the
of
box of
having,
rings.
yeah. By dint of having the biggest shield, I will go first.
Okay. I'm going to.
Why did I have to pick a
That didn't
big
work.
shield? I shouldn't have picked a big shield.
Dude, you guys, we're gonna get down there and he's gonna stop us for the night.
I know.
Let's just play for another 3 hours. It'll be fine. I don't
I'm
need
good
sleep
with that.
tonight.
Eh,
Who needs
no.
sleep?
Just like Izamina using all my spell slots. I don't need to sleep tonight.
It's too stressful. There is something here, and we must get to the bottom of it.
See,
I
every
need to
other
know.
campaign that I've ever
There
played
you are.
in would have insisted on stopping for a long rest at this point, and I'm just so glad that we are just a little bit more P waterboard murder hobo than that. Like, this is so much
I
better.
feel like we can also justify it by like we're also playing characters who are younger and newer to this adventuring business.
Sure.
The more experienced we get, I think the more we're gonna be like, okay, no, we should.
I don't
Be
know, because
sleeping.
I'll just have more spell slots. Like, as long as I have Thaumaturgy and Spare the Dying, we'll be fine, guys. Let's go.
Yep. I'm going to almost die every single time with you. Absolutely love it already.
All right. And just get rid of these.
Oh no.
Do.
Oh no. He's placing things.
What? No, I'm not placing anything. What are you
It's the 10 cultists who are gonna ambush us when we reach the bottom of the stairs.
No.
All right. I think that's fine.
Plot twist, it's our parents.
Yeah, well, I don't know about you guys, but like, I have a healing potion here, so I will be
Right.
fine, but I will be sure to tell the story of your valiant deaths.
You're not going to give it to one of us if we're down?
No.
Switching the
Why?
map.
Why would I do
Stop.
that? I'm the cleric.
Yeah, we already saw that that's not happening.
Oh no.
Chain
Remember,
of evidence.
as the only person who's taken damage, yeah, we know that. Not using that on one of us.
Why is that not working?
Okay. Oh no. Oh my god. Okay, we got. Oh no. We got. Okay. Those tunnel passage thingy. That screams monsters. That's. Oh.
Don't look. Don't look.
Why is this not working?
It's the map. I mean. Oh wait. Shit. He hasn't blacked out the map. On roll 20.
Hold on.
Dynamic
Yeah.
lighting has said no. We will take mercy on these people.
Hold on. Don't go anywhere.
I think I'm gonna cry. Oh no.
Hold up. I didn't do map dynamic lighting.
Shush,
Bang.
do you have dark vision?
Yes, I do.
I have a
Excellent.
torch. My
Right. Yeah.
Oh, Rosenthal will just put up dancing lights.
Never
have-
mind.
He
Never.
needs
That's so
I
weird.
just wanted to make sure.
I have dark vision for 60 feet.
Yeah, as do I. And Zahana would as well.
Ye.
So we should be able to see on the map now, those of us with dark vision.
Yes.
Light advanced setting.
Except
There's field of vision, night vision. There we go.
Let's see.
Hey.
One. Night vision. There we go.
Okay, I'll be right behind. Shush said he was
You
going first. I'll go
don't, you
right
do.
behind him.
I'll follow.
Do you have night vision?
I will cover the back so that we don't get snuck up on from behind.
Well,
You
Rosenthal set the alarm, so
Well, yes, but you're making that's assuming that anything that's going to sneak up from behind is not already down here, and that we go past
True.
something. And
True. Good point.
That with me down to that one.
Oh,
Yeah. And you have a torch. Boop. I'll just sort of bring along with let's see. Yeah, so Zanel has a torch, and does Rosenthal have a torch as well?
He would just use dancing lights.
That's fair.
oh no. Okay.
He doesn't understand danger, so he wouldn't understand the consequences of just throwing light into a room. Alerting.
All right. The room you're now in contains a table, several benches, and a ladder rising to the trapdoor. To the south, down the bottom direction, a stout wooden door with a bar across it, holding it firmly shut.
shutting out something from coming in through the door.
Yes.
That's.
No, let's open that. Malik,
Okay.
can you give me a hand?
Well,
What if we keep looking right now before we go?
so before we open this means that this was closed from our side.
Yes.
Yes.
And barred.
So, and barred from our side.
Yep.
So, which means that whoever the last person that was to leave the inn at least did not go this way.
Right.
Or
True.
Probably.
Or can I just say something else? Maybe the people that snuck in came this way, shut the door behind them, and this is going to take us to where they came from because they
How did
left
they latch
through
it?
the front door. No, they came in through wherever this is going to be. They came into the inn, locked it behind them, and then left out through the main street because they thought they were taking us with them. So maybe this takes us to where they came from.
I like that logic.
It doesn't necessarily bring us to where they went.
No, but if we know
one of
where they
them's-
came from, they might return.
Shush is carrying the dead one. Like we know where he went. I want to know where
If
they
came in
from.
this way and didn't go out this way, you're saying that they came in and didn't go out knowing that they didn't get everybody.
Did I just crash? And take the... Are you guys there? Great. That's really great. Did I take the whole stream down with me?
Ear to the door and try to hear on the other side. If there's like, people like screaming or steps or just anything.
Make a perception check.
We're gonna get ourselves killed in like the first couple episodes.
Okay, 16. It's the highest roll.
You don't really hear anything.
Seems quiet.
That's because they already came through. He's carrying the dead one. There's another guy locked up at the other place. We need to find out where this takes us to.
You know what? I'm gonna sit this guy down here. I'm just gonna kind of lead
Do
the
we
dead
want
guy
to
against
sit
the
him
wall.
down there though? Like, what if somebody comes down and they see a dead guy?
Well, let me
If
put it this way. If we get through this door and there's something on the other side that is big and scary and wants to eat us, would you prefer me to have one hand busy looking this dead guy or both hands free so I can carry my weapon and my shield?
I mean, we could throw the dead guy at the thing.
I mean, Because then all got a point here. If you got something that wants to eat us, we give it something to eat, and then we can run.
Malik, can you take this dead guy from me for a second?
You're gonna make him carry that dead guy in on top of the other dead guy he's carrying?
He's a giant dragonborn. He can manage.
Okay.
You shouldn't just use people like this.
I mean,
If he gets hungry, he can eat the dead guy.
if I'm
It's a
logicking,
win-win.
why would you bring the dead bodies down into the trapdoor anyways?
Yeah, probably just left him up there in the bedroom, realistically.
Well, since the original
cover
plan,
over.
we moved him out of the bedroom because the plan was to bring him back to the inn. So
Yeah.
we would have moved him. So we would have had him at some point down the stairs. And then the plan changed to go down to the basement.
Yeah, so yeah, I probably left him in the bedroom.
And I used the covers to like cover him up, you know.
Fair.
We put them asleep in the innkeeper's bed.
It was
We
only-
can
Two of
retro
them next
that.
to each other.
Get some blood on the sheets.
All right.
No.
So they look like a couple.
So what are we doing now?
Let's open
Going through the
Hit the
door.
door.
Whoop.
All right.
There's nothing. It's just a door. What could go wrong?
This is how we die.
This time of night, I'm not.
You.
And I'm pretty
Hoist the-
sure Isamina's in the front.
Totally. Let's go. Find the
Isamina,
truth.
do you want to go in front or should I?
Well, you're like smell a little bit like dead guy. Shush, shush. So I'll go. It's okay. I don't want to be downwind of him.
Would you like a shield?
No, I've got one.
Is it a smaller shield than Marcos is carrying?
Of course.
Marcos
but
has this massive like tower shield.
Yeah, I don't need that.
Okay. Okay, I'll follow you.
I'll go behind
Waiting for-
Marcos.
Yeah, cleric's going first. That's how you win D&D.
I feel like
Should have known
no.
Yeah,
I mean-
totally.
As a player, I get a very no vibe from
Okay.
that.
Where do you want Malik to be? You know, the tank.
Uh,
Like in the back.
preferably.
Oh my god.
Okay, yeah, we're putting him in the back. He can.
We're
he
not
can be
going
in
to
the back
need him
with-
anymore. The other guys are dead. This is just going to take us to where they all came from, and they're not there
I
anymore.
am praying that you are right, but
Mm,
the wisdom
doesn't
of
do
my
anything.
patron tells me that you are wrong.
I mean,
I'm just going to put my hand on his
who's to
shoulder and be
say?
like, "Oh, sweetie," and just going to turn around
I'm
and carry
just saying, your life might be rich. No, wait. Okay.
on. Bye.
But I'm saying suicidal missions and lost causes are completely within my patron's purview. So you know,
right.
you're living up to him more than you know.
So we are.
Sweeties.
I'll get a
Deities.
strength check. Give it a strength athletics for either Isamina or Marcos.
To do what?
And if you're helping,
To
then
open the
with
door.
advantage.
I will help.
The iron bar is quite heavy.
Oh, I thought Malik had helped me lift that thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you
Then
did.
we'll do that.
You did tell Malik to help you lift it earlier.
Yep.
Yeah, Malik hefted it, and then we gave him a dead body, or 3.
So we'll make you roll. I'm going to make you roll anyway. Strength and athletics with advantage.
Guidance. Oh, gonna need that guidance there. I'm gonna like spit in my hands for guidance. Yep, that'd be a 12 with advantage.
I mean, it takes some time, and you're like, and Malik kind of blinks a couple times. You're not quite sure if he's frowning. You might have caught him rolling his eyes. You're not sure. He reaches down and sort of helps, and he's like, "No, you got this. It's all you. It's all you." And you collectively lift the bar off the hoist that it's holding, and you open the door.
And I see.
And as you open the door,
Oh no. Oh no.
you're confronted by the smell of carrion.
Oh
it
no.
Rot,
smells like
rotting meat.
shush in here. Oh,
Wow.
I don't
Um,
smell that. I mean, I could use a bath, but
As if anything that's down here has been down here a long time.
mm.
And that's a pretty good place to end it, I think. What do you think?
Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
What a
that's
great way to end it.
so good.
So,
just 5 more minutes. If each minute is an hour, please. I need it. I need
let's do a quick round table. Everybody, we'll start in the other direction. Jacqueline.
Sure. Wow. Jacqueline here. You can find me on Twitter at It's Gingivitis7. Also on Twitch, it's Kakelia. If you want to talk about these things, what goes on here, all the craziness, you can hit me up on Twitter. I'd love to talk about theory and things. But otherwise, thanks for tuning in.
What I have on my screen, which is different from the display, but that's okay. We're going around doing things. We'll go with Sarah.
I'm Sarah. You can find me at smooread on Twitter. I accept no criticism, but compliments only. And you are welcome to agree with me. Hashtag Shush Shush Needs a Bath is, I think, my episode title.
Die.
I'm the one who said I could use a bath. Like, why are you piling on?
You said it.
You said it.
Yeah.
I'm agreeing.
Jazz.
Now it feels like piling.
I'm Jazz. You can find me on Twitter at Zumain with 2 E's on the end.
Awesome.
And I will take criticism about Izabita, though. That's it.
How dare you?
Zach.
Hi, I am Zachary Nowdra, he, him. You can find me on Twitter at Zach Rules. It occasionally will show up right about here somewhere. And I can be found on Twitch Saturday nights over at Vopro Tales, currently playing Technocracy Reloaded.
Zeb.
Hi, I'm Zev. Mukari Gaming on Twitter and YouTube. You can also find me every other Sunday playing Lancer over on Twitch 5 Foot Square.
Awesome. And I was your storyteller for the evening. Mike, you can catch my pre-COVID and hopefully post-COVID cosplay adventures at Canadian Captain America or CDN Cap America on Twitter. I DM this game. I'm also playing in the Monday night Vampire the Masquerade game as everyone's lovable Setite, Mordecai, on this very channel, Vancouver by Night. And we have another game in the works probably on Sundays. It may not air on Sundays, but it's going to be definitely played on Sundays. Being run Dungeon Mastered by our own Sarah. I will be playing in it. Moo-hoo-ha-ha.
Payback is steep.
Stay tuned for that. As it develops, it'll probably be happening in a couple of weeks. Steve right now is filming, or he might already be done filming or recording, streaming one of the other games, the Vampire Adjacent by Night, I believe, because he's got a charity stream coming up on the weekend where he, on Sunday, is going to be DMing his very first Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition game for a number of celebrities. So go to his Twitter, Van City by Night, Vancouver by night, and check that out. And we will throw a link into either the chat or follow us somehow on the other Twitch stream. But anyways, everyone have a good night. Come back next week and you'll find out who lives and who dies. I mean, whether or not the party actually splits all of that money that they found, or it actually goes into evidence, and all these other fun things.
Evidence.
And
Yeah.
thank you to our new subscriber, Soul Sword, for subscribing tonight. And thank you also, we had 2 raids, so thank you to oh no, I'm not gonna remember. Oh no.
Scroll backwards.
Art Hard Studios, and there was another one that Steve will remind us of. And thank you guys for that, because that's awesome. And have fun, and we'll see you guys next week.
All these jokers would be heroes, but they're going to find something else better to do, I guess. I don't know. All right. So everyone have a good night, and we'll see you all next week.
Oh,
All right, have a wonderful time.
we are the baddies.
Yep.